All right, wrestling fans, we are here, Anarchy at the Armory, Neo Pro Wrestling. March Madness is going wild at the moment, and there's a little more March Madness going on. You'd be questioning the officiating here tonight because obviously Shimdog has a lot on his mind. He's a special guest referee for our main event this evening.
Well, finally, the higher-ups here at Neo Pro Wrestling have decided to get a competent official in the ring. I'm glad to see none other than Shimdog, my best friend, if I haven't told you about that. You know, I had him down to the house in West Hollywood. We had a fine time, went downtown, hung out with Britney Spears, but I don't need to tell you about that because you just hang out with, like, oh, I don't know, your mother.
Hold on a second here. Diablo John Johnson obviously has a few problems with Shimdog calling him a punk.
Well, he can have all the problems he wants, you know. The truth of the matter is, Shimdog is the better athlete between the two of them. John Johnson's just jealous.
Shimdog threatening to disqualify him before the match even takes place. So well, I detect a possible bias going on here tonight. Shimdog obviously has a bone to pick with Diablo John Johnson later on here tonight.
That was a great pin, you know. Pun the Shimdog and the bone. That was clever. I'll give you credit on that.
All right, well, thank you.
How is Shimdog going to remain impartial for tonight's main event? I'll tell you what. I'll take a bit of human decency in you, but just in case that shred left the building, if you have anything to do with tonight's ending in the main event, you will never see a title shot ever.
Well, if he demonstrates any bias, things are going to go down.
Dude, I took in a red eye. I'm eating my gourmet meal here, and you're shoving it in front of my face?
I wasn't shoving it. You were motioning towards it.
Well, motioning, eating my gourmet meal, whatever. I mean, can you hold that straight there? You know, I'd fire a guy who's holding the mic that unsteady on one of my sets.
All right, we are about to get underway here with our opening contest of the evening. Lots of things going down here. Red Hot Ryan Wood from Canada was supposed to be here, but I guess his passport didn't go through or something. He's trying to smuggle wood across the border, I don't know.
Well, he tried calling me and seeing if I could possibly send my private jet up there. But I told him, I said, you know, I'm leaving already late as it is. Couldn't quite make it up there. Anyways, it's the promoter's fault. He should have cleared his papers before he got here.
Well, here is the genuine article. We haven't seen him for a while here in Neo Pro. Tonight, he takes on a favorite around here, Lethal X Logan Lasher. The genuine article. Certainly was one of an up-and-coming competitor here before. We haven't seen him for a while, but now that he's back, looking to make an impact once again here.
Are you a moron? He's been working on his tan. That's what he's been doing. That's why he's not here. He's been obviously spending a lot of time in the Cayman Islands working on getting that golden brown tan you see him wearing tonight.
Is there sarcasm there? Because I'll tell him.
No, I'm serious. He's been in the Cancun's. I went down and visited him a few weeks ago.
You can tell. And now we await his opponent as we prepare to kick things off tonight. You'll also see a mixed tag team match involving Playboy Pete Huge and Lacey Later on, they're going to take on Horace the Psychopath and Rain. Plus, we have a tables match tonight. Mason Quinn with the Fontana family will be taking on Kamikaze Ken Anderson. Plus, the new Pro Cruiserweight title is on the line tonight. Shawn Daivari will be the challenger against the future Joey E. This is a action-packed lineup that we got going here tonight.
I'd have to say that. It's a stacked card from top to bottom, and of course, the Armory, as always, completely packed to the rafters here. We're gonna have there, and they came a good night. They're gonna see nothing but quality wrestling all evening.
Well, this should be a good way to start things off this evening here. The Genuine Article right now waiting on Lethal X Logan Lasher. Referee JP Winter checking them out. And there's our opening bell for our opening contest here. Both men jockeying around there a little bit. Here's the initial tie-up. Now he brings his arm back there. And now trying to reverse out of that. It's Logan Lasher, perhaps a bit more strength, a little bit more height to Logan Lasher. This may not be the thing he wants to do. Anything involving a test of strength might be bad. But there you see the Genuine Article able to use his athleticism to get behind him there. And there's a reversal by Logan Lasher.
Well, you can say what you will about Lasher being the bigger wrestler, but the Genuine Article is definitely the smarter wrestler. I saw Logan Lasher was having a hard time figuring out a thing on a crossword puzzle. The word was dog. He couldn't figure out dog. Explain that to me.
This was a crossword puzzle.
Yeah?
Well, what was the question?
Don't give me that. I took a red eye from London to get here, so just give me a break.
And there, brings it out with a variation of a single arm DDT, brought him across his arm there, and now the Genuine Article in the corner, and right to the eyes he goes. It's not unfamiliar territory for the Genuine Article by going to the eyes to gain an advantage. Certainly a talented competitor. He's also got a bit of a mean streak to him. A little bit of, well, a whole lot of arrogance to put in the mix as well.
Arrogance, schmarrogance. The guy's good. He knows he's good. He's going to keep showing he's good for the rest of the match. He's my pick to win this one early on. I got bets on it. Let me call my bookie in Vegas.
Is this going up on your NCAA brackets?
Right next to it.
Uh-oh, and looks like sends him flying in there the hard way. As he was trying to hold on to that top rope, Logan Lasher grabbed the rope and jettisoned him forward. All of his momentum, all the momentum of the rope, catching him as he was trying to plant himself to prevent him from being knocked backwards off the apron. Instead, ended up catapulting him into it. Off the ropes he comes, ducks underneath the clothesline, blocks a few punches there, and Logan Lasher sending those in. Oh, but right to the knee goes the Genuine Article. Smart move by the GA, as he likes to be called.
Well, of course that's smart. That's why he is the smarter of the two competitors here. I mean, this Lasher here, he may be tough, but he's as dumb as a rock, and Genuine Article's definitely taking advantage of that.
Right now, he wants to avoid getting into a brawl with Lethal X Logan Lasher. Lasher is one of the more pure brawlers you will see. The fisticuffs are not the way to go with this guy.
Pure brawlers, smear brawlers. I heard this guy got into a fist fight with a newspaper machine. I mean, how dumb are you if you get into a fist fight with a newspaper machine?
Maybe it stole his quarter.
Well, maybe it did. Maybe he was right for stealing his quarter.
If it was a strip, it might have stolen 50 cents.
Might have stolen 50. Maybe he was...
I might beat up the strip newspaper.
I was going to say he might be trying to, get a copy of the New York Times or maybe the LA Post, but I don't think he's smart enough to really know that $1 means you put 4 quarters in the slot.
And now, throwing those fists in there, trying to knock the Genuine Article off the apron, and the Genuine Article keeps coming back there. Oh, but snaps his neck across that top rope. That was about the only way to counter what was going on there. Once again, he didn't want to get knocked down onto the floor by those punches of Logan Lasher. So he found a way to counter it. Goes right back to that knee. Somebody called that mascara on the Genuine article, referring to the face paint, of course.
It's not a tattoo.
I think it's a birthmark.
I always thought it was a tattoo. I don't know why these people would think that a guy would put mascara on his face. He's a tough guy. That's a hard place to get a tattoo on your face like that.
It's a tough guy town.
I'd say so.
And now, going right back to that knee, the Genuine article knows what he has to do, focusing right now on a weakened knee of Logan Lasher. And in a way, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't focused on the back of Logan Lasher. Lasher has a history of back problems, and it was in a car accident that injured it even worse. Throwing those fists in there, trying to maintain a standing position. Off the ropes, though, drop kicks him right to the knee. And as soon as it looked like Logan Lasher had some momentum going for him, the Genuine article quickly curtails any of that. Once again, grabbing right on him right again. Looks like he's going to put him into a figure four. And Logan Lasher looks to be in a bad situation.
This might be it for Lasher. I mean, the Genuine article, being one of the smartest wrestlers, not quite as smart as the champ, but one of the smartest wrestlers here in Neo Pro, has been working on that knee and taking advantage of that. This may be Lasher's last stand.
Well, he might not be able to stand after this. Trying to get those ropes. I think the closest one is the one behind him. Those long arms of his, if he can just get back a few more inches, he might be able to grab that rope. Oh, wait a second. Putting the claw on him, and that causes him to break that figure four. And now picks him up with the claw slam and brings him down. But Logan Lasher not quick to get back on his feet here.
I think that was more instinct than anything. I mean, Lasher, I'll give him credit. At least he knows how to put that claw slam on anybody at any given point in the ring. But at that moment in time, that was just pure instinct.
Only a 2 count there. Logan Lasher a little upset. Waiting on the GA now as both men try to get back to their feet. Lasher has him now, measures him up. Lands that right hand in there. And a big headbutt. Logan Lasher takes him now, the Irish whip and the ropes. Off he comes with the leg whip. And that brings the GA down. Catches him and spears him, brings him down. And Logan Lasher now, is he gonna, with that bad wheel, is he gonna go to the top rope?
This may be one of the dumber things he's done all night. That knee there can barely hold his own weight, let alone hold his weight on those 2 tiny little cables. And he delivered a beautiful clothesline off the top rope there, though.
This could be it. 1, 2, and almost had him. Wow.
Lasher, I gotta give him credit. I think he's got more guts than smarts, though. That's for sure.
Well, that may be questionable, but here he grabs him with that claw, setting him up for another slam. Oh, but a low blow by the GA. Cha-ching! There's the jackpot. 1, 2, he's got the tights.
That is smart wrestling there. Grab a handful of tights, guarantee the win, and now he's going to the pay window as a winner.
Grabbed the tights, nailed him with the jackpot, and the Genuine article, the winner here tonight. Unfortunately for Logan Lasher, a little bit of chicanery going on here. We will be back with more action here at Neo Pro Wrestling. Back with the action here, Anarchy at the Armory. Neo Pro's march in full swing here as we come through the home stretch of March. These men looking to march on to victory. The Fontana family, the Italian Black Stallion out here, accompanied, of course, as always, by AJ Fontana and Tommy Gunn. These guys aren't just equalizers. They give him, complete and total advantage over his opponents. And the Italian Black Stallion certainly making himself noticed since he's come here to NeoPro. And there he is flexing in the ring tonight. His opponent will be none other than the Mangler. And the Mangler's a guy we haven't seen a whole lot of, and he's a very mysterious figure. We don't know anything about him.
No, we don't definitely know anything about him, but let me say this. AJ Fontana looking svelte as ever here tonight. That's a handsome coat he's got on. But Italian Black Stallion, what can I say about him? He's the best pure blood Italian athlete in this sport today. And he's gonna take it to this Mangler fella, I'll tell you that much.
You know, I don't think he's Italian. I don't believe so.
He says he's Italian. He told me he's Italian when I talked to him backstage.
I'm sure he did. He tells everybody that. And now we await the Mangler. Look around you. Did you check underneath our table here? Because he might be underneath our table.
That goofball that Horace the Psychopath brought up from St. Peter, Minnesota, he's been known to come out of the closet, out of the woodwork. Maybe he's right above you there in the basketball hoop for all we know.
I hope not.
Oh, good. Somebody finally showed this idiot where the door is, and he's coming out the actual ring entrance.
That's good. I hope he keeps that up, because it's kind of creepy to watch him come out of other places in the building. You don't know what he was doing there. There are people who are missing throughout the city. You don't know if he's involved with any of that.
Well, I'd say if I was a local law enforcement officer, and I'm not, I'd put this idiot on the top of my list of America's Most Wanted, that's for sure.
Well, the Mangler here, well, what are they going to put on the wanted sign? Wanted the Mangler? Or M. Mangler? Maybe his first name starts with an M.
I don't know, maybe you'll see his poster showing up in the post office sometime soon. But my cell
on a
phone,
stamp?
My cell phone just went off, and it looks like it's Mel Gibson. I got to talk to him for a few minutes. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay, buddy?
All right, somehow I don't believe that Mel Gibson is calling you of all people. Maybe Vitamin C or Tone Loc, but definitely not. Well, all right. They're staring into the eyes of a madman right now. Tommy Gunn looks entranced a little bit there. The Mangler, those eyes just look completely glazed over. He waits on them to get into the ring, waiting for the Italian Black Stallion. This Mangler is just such a bizarre competitor, but he has certainly proven himself to be extra tough, able to take almost anything. And now he's going to the outside. Maybe they only stand a chance of a 3-on-1. AJ Fontana and Tommy Gunn hightailing it as quickly as they can hightail it. And the Mangler staring down Tommy Gunn. And I don't think Tommy Gunn wants any of this. The Stallion in the ring, trying to figure out what the next move of the Mangler is going to be. The Mangler in the ring and the IBS quickly to the outside. Well, playing mind games with a madman, you don't always win at those. I think one has to have a mind to play mind games with them. Of course, this may be a very deviant, sick mind, and you don't know what it's capable of. It's asking a fan to get in the ring now. Well, the fans responding to the fact that the Stallion doesn't want to get into the ring. And now the Mangler coming back to the outside, and there they go again, the Three Stooges running around here. What's going on? I see you're back from your phone call.
Well, Mel just called me up. He wanted to do a sequel to The Passion of the Christ.
Mel Torme?
Yeah, Mel Gibson, actually. We're working on it right now. We're in discussions. We'll talk more later.
Please, let's not. And now the Stallion finally caught him there, throws him back into the ring. And we actually have a match underway. Stallion now attacking him. He's got to keep on him here. He can't let him get back up. Look at those huge hands on this guy, too. I mean, that just shows you what kind of weapons those huge hands are. Picks him up. Oh no, float over there by the Stallion. There's that athleticism that we talked about. Oh, but there he goes flying to the outside. And Stallion hurt after that one, that's for sure. And the Mangler just staring down there. I don't know if he's laughing or what. You can't tell. You just can't tell.
Well, this Mangler is about 2 fries short of a Happy Meal. And who knows what he's thinking. He's grabbing some kid's hand. He's marking out for himself. What an idiot.
Well, now the Mangler certainly has some support. Probably many support groups as well, for all I know. I don't know if I even care to know. Look at this, trying to choke him out down here. And I think that's an illegal move, and Logan trying to bring him back in the ring, and this thing's out of control. Fish hooks him there.
I got a question for you. No wonder why the officials felt they needed to go to Shimdog tonight to gain the World Heavyweight title match, or to take care of this heavyweight title match. Look at the incompetency of Nick Logan. He should have gotten his fat patoot out of the ring 5 minutes ago and taken care of these idiots.
In the ring now, Stallion calling for a timeout, praying for one. And a headbutt by the Mangler to bring the Stallion down. This guy could possibly have a metal plate in his head. That might be a foreign object. Fontana outside here, getting into it with the fence, but an Irish whip in the rope. The Mangler catches him with an elbow. And now has the Stallion down, and he doesn't know what to do here. And now he goes for a pin. I think that may be the first time he's had the realization that this is a wrestling match.
Well, I don't even think this guy knows where the heck he is anytime. I mean, he could be on the corner of 7th and Hennepin and think that he's in Thailand or anything for all I know. This Mangler, he's just a complete idiot. Why these guys keep letting him back into the building is beyond me.
Which corner of Hennepin?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? I understand you frequent the corners on Hennepin quite often. I understand your favorite's name is Susie. Am I correct on that one?
That is a complete lie. It's Marsha. But anyway, the Stallion now has a lot to worry about here with the Mangler. Gets whipped in the ropes. A reversal there. Out! Oh, the Stallion caught his leg twisting in those ropes. And wow, he may be in some deep trouble here. And it looks like he's in a bad situation here. And now they're checking on him here to see if his leg was, I mean, he could have blown his knee out on that when I could have popped something out of the socket there. We don't know.
Well, the Mangler obviously was going to hurt him there. It was pretty obvious with that toss over the ring ropes that was his intention to begin with. Who knows if the Black Stallion will ever even walk again?
Well, the Mangler's certainly living up to his name right now. Picking the Stallion up. And now has him on the outside. He's gonna whip him in that corner post, but a reversal by Stallion. That's probably about all he could do right there. That was just survival instincts, perhaps, by Italian Black Stallion. And now Tommy Gunn out there attacking the Mangler. And rolling him back into the ring. Well, luckily for Stallion, he's still able to stand, but so you can see the kind of pain that he's in from that rope. Those are cables, metal cables inside of those ropes, and those are really tight when they wrap around your leg like that. I mean, Mick Foley lost his ear in one of those.
Oh, I know. Anytime you get yourself caught like that, I don't think the Black Stallion, I mean, I don't think he's going to ever be the same again.
That's very possible. I mean, he's had knee surgery done before, as he's played in some semi-pro football as well. And there, an arm breaker. Stallion covers him now, 1, 2, and Still can't get him foot on the ropes by the Mangler. Stallion wants to get this done with quickly. He's a hurting unit right now, and he just wants this match over so he can recuperate, or hopefully recuperate from this.
I'll send him down to a Dead Sea spa somewhere in Southern California, hook him up with a few sisters. He'll be A-OK in no time flat, if you know what I mean.
Tommy Gunn out there throwing him into that corner post. Now on the outside still. Back in the ring he goes. In there with the cover now. 1, 2, and almost had him there. Once again in with the cover. Stallion relentless with those, trying to hook his leg and cover him there. So far, not successful. I don't know how much success he's going to have off of that.
Well, you know, he's just trying to make a comeback here. And this Mangler seems to be impervious to pain as he just tosses him into the rope there and then goes for a neck breaker. Oh my, where you call this stuff? That's your job.
And now the Mangler in there with the, no, not with the cover. I think he's biting him. I think Logan needs to check.
I think he was going for a little bit of loving there, but I'm not saying anything.
Well, is there a mouth thing on that thing? I don't know if you could bite him on that. Oh, the Dallas sidekick. And I don't know how good that was on his leg, but he's in there with the cover right away. 1, 2, so couldn't hold him down. The Stallion trying everything he can. He's had the odds working in his favor so far with having Tommy Gunn and AJ Fontana with him at ringside. And Fontana getting in it with the fan. These people may be crazier than the Mangler. I don't know.
Well, the Mangler does have a tendency to attract a lot of loonies, that's for sure. And obviously, if these idiots are supporting a guy who dresses in a blue tarp and puts his head into a leather S&M mask, maybe that's what he will have to do.
Who knows? So now the shoulder rammed into that corner. And once again, the Mangler shrugging off that pain. And those eyes, look at this, ramming his head right into those turnbuckles. Blocks the fist. Now the Mangler's taking care of business right now. Off the ropes he comes. That big elbow there, and a clothesline to bring down Stallion. And what is he gonna do here? Is he signaling for a choke slam, climbing? What is he doing? I don't understand these hand gestures. This is a charade, but there's a choke slam. And that's no charade at all. And now AJ Fontana distracting the ref. Right there you see it. Tommy Gunn on the apron. Oh, but Stallion able to catch him from behind. And wait a second, he's got brass knucks or something on. Knuckle dusters. Oh, but he nailed the Stallion. And now, the Mangler waiting on him to get back up. Tommy Gunn beside himself here. A little miscue by the family. And what is he doing here? Has he given up?
I don't think the Black Stallion ever gives up. I think he was trying to dance with him there, but obviously this idiot Logan thinks that's the end of the match, and I don't know. Let's see what the official word is from our announcer.
Well, the Mangler wins this one. And what was the official decision here, Mr. Nelson? Stallion gave up to that temple submission maneuver, grinding those knuckles into the temple of the Black Stallion, and Stallion gave up after that. I mean, I've had a temple massage, but when somebody really drives their knuckles into your temple, that is an excruciating maneuver, can trigger headaches, migraine headaches.
I don't think any of these kids on Neo Pro Home Video really want to find out about your sick fetish. At least you're not calling up 14-year-old boys like somebody else we know.
Hey now, we could get in trouble. Anyway, we'll be right back. Well, we are about to get underway with a tremendous contest lined up for us here Cruiserweight title on the line. Right now we meet the challenger, Shawn Daivari. I hear that after this match tonight, he may have a big announcement here for all the Neo Pro fans. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see, but tonight he takes on the current Neo Pro Cruiserweight champion and king of the ladder matches, the future Joey.
Well, maybe his big announcement that he's going to be the spokesperson for Oxy, because he could sure use.
Hey, it's called out. What are you talking about?
I have no idea what I'm talking about at all.
That's obvious. And the future Joey coming out here with that Cruiserweight title of his. And apparently his CD's a little scratched. But anyway, making his way around the ring here. Certainly a fan favorite around here. And the future and Shawn Daivari will go at it here. This one, these two have, I don't think they've ever met before in the ring. This will be our first look at these two going at it. And it's 2 out of 3 falls. That much I forgot.
Well, back in the day, 2 out of 3 falls used to be a commonplace for all championship matches. Back in the day, of course, of the great Nick Bockwinkel and well, the Crusher, Jerry Blackwell, and all those other old hags.
Hey, we're stealing somebody else's shtick in the cities if we're gonna start talking about old AWA.
Okay, well, but anyways, it used to be a commonplace to defend the title, and obviously tonight, Neo Pro bringing back an actual tradition that someone would give a crap about, and they're bringing it back and doing 2 out of 3 falls here.
And that can make this one even more exciting here. Both men will be trying to get a pinfall right away, we would imagine, to give themselves an early advantage. And they're wrenching away on the arm there with that wrist lock. A reversal out of that by Daivari into a side headlock brings him over. Now it's up to the future Joey to find his way out of this one here. Trying to leverage his way out, can't do it. Back up to a vertical standing position. The side headlock and now the wrist lock by Daivari. Rolls through there. A kip up and a reversal there by the future into the wrist lock once again. Wrenching away on that. And brings and drives that elbow across the arm there. Smart move by the future. Now Daivari, little tit for tat. Well, he nailed that kip up there and now brings him over again with that side headlock.
Well, they're definitely putting on a clinic here tonight, showing a little bit of mat wrestling. Of course, you've got to go slow. 2 out of 3 falls doesn't mean that you could go like a bat out of hell right out of the bat. Shawn Daivari and Joey need to pace themselves because come 3rd fall, they're going to have a lot of fatigue added to their bodies after a long, hard match. And if these guys go like a bat out of hell right away, which is smart that they're just keeping it down and keeping it for the other falls.
It's hard to tell, though. At one point, somebody here may get impatient and want to get a fall early. It may backfire, it may work to their advantage. It's hard to say here. It depends on how they out each other. I mean, these two don't really know each other all that well in the ring. As I said, they've never faced one-on-one before.
Well, it's all about pacing. I mean, these matches have a tendency to go for a very long time, longer than a guy like Shawn Daivari, who's a grizzled veteran in this ring, been wrestling all over the country, and even a younger superstar who, like Joey, who's had an incredible amount of success. Both of them haven't faced each other or faced in a match like this, and it could take a toll on both of their bodies come the 2nd or even the possible 3rd fall.
It'll be interesting to see. And obviously, when you have a guy like the future Joey who's been in ladder matches before, he hasn't been in quite something like this. His body can take a tremendous amount of damage. We've seen that much. But the question I have is how much endurance does he have over the long run? It's a different ball game altogether when you go from a ladder match to a 2 out of 3 fall match. Completely different subject there.
Oh, absolutely. You hit it right on the ball there. When you're in a 2 out of 3 falls match, it's not about whether or not you can jump over the top rope, if you can do 850 flippity floppities. It's about how you can keep your body in condition to last the entire time. And also, oh my God, that was the first flippity flop we've seen this whole match.
Catapults himself over that top rope, goes crashing down on Daivari. A high-risk maneuver earlier on in this matchup, and it paid off for the future Joey. It's a big gambit for him to take. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. But if Joey stays on Shawn Daivari, this gives him a very big advantage in this contest. Lays the forearm in there, laces it into the head of Shawn Daivari, and there was a big chop. The future whips him into the corner now. Setting up, double knees into the corner. And now he's got a slingshot himself into a drop kick right in the chest and into the jaw. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, and oh, wow. We could have had an early pinfall in this 2 out of 3 fall contest.
Yeah, we could have. That was quite incredible there. Joey taking advantage of the situation as he goes for a, oh my, what do you call that?
It's a bit of a sit-out X-Factor type move. And now, springboard SA moonsault, 1, 2. Oh, almost had him there. And Joey burning up a lot of energy right now to do all those moves. And it hasn't paid off yet because he hasn't gotten that pinfall. He may have expended a lot of energy there. Shawn Daivari may be taking a lot of damage, but he may not be winding himself as much. Well, there goes for the future kick, but he missed. And now Daivari has him in the ropes, in the corner now. Sending him in, follows him, sees him up there, sees his foot coming at him. A chop up there. And now what are we gonna see up here? Another high-risk maneuver. A Hurricane Rana off the top, but a roll through by the future, 1, 2, and 3. Wow, a Hurricane Rana, but he was able to do a modified sunset flip to bring him over. And suddenly, the first fall, there's a 1-minute break here.
Well, and they took a lot out of each other on that. Obviously, as I've been stating the whole match, it's all about conditioning in a match like this, spending the time in there. Excellent first fall here between 2 top competitors here in the upper Midwest. Like I said, the grizzled veteran of Shawn Daivari versus the younger superstar and Joey, and they're taking a toll out of each other's body.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out here. Obviously, the future took more damage on that maneuver, but was able to maintain a state of mind where he could roll through with that and bring Shawn Daivari down for a pinfall, catching him by surprise. So I think maybe in that aspect, a little less has been taken out of Shawn Daivari. Daivari pacing himself around the ringside now. Both men in the ring. Daivari taking a few extra seconds, which is smart on his part. He wants to be as ready as possible before this thing gets underway again. Joey up 1-0 in this contest. Daivari has to play this one very carefully now. Will he go on offensive or will he be defensive, trying to prevent himself from getting pinned? And he rolls through with that. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Moments away from losing another one. 1, 2. Obviously, he's not going the defensive route. He's being caught off guard there, but catches him with the knee. And another one off those ropes.
Well, I've never been known to like either of these 2 jokers here in Neo Pro Wrestling, but I'll give them credit here. They are putting on one heck of a match so far. I'm just sitting back and enjoying this. I don't know about you. I mean, you got to call it, of course.
It certainly is a great contest thus far, and now has him in that abdominal stretch. And you know, like guys you usually cheer for, they would be grabbing back and grabbing that rope for an advantage right now, but these two being fair competitors to each other. Nobody's going low so far.
Fair schmear. That's just being smart wrestling when you're taking that. But obviously, they want to see who's the better competitor between the two of them. Shawn Daivari wants to see what this kid can bring to him. Like you said earlier, they haven't faced each other before. He wants to test him out. He might pull a few things out of his book later on. I mean, I wouldn't count it against him.
Wow. You never know with Shawn Daivari, but so far, these two look like they have a great amount of respect for each other. Slingshot's up there, catches him, brings him down, but a tornado DDT out of that. An amazing maneuver performed by the future Joey. And now all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted back to the future Joey. Things are not looking good for Shawn Daivari. I thought he would have more of an advantage by this point in the contest.
Well, I mean, Shawn Daivari is the veteran. I mean, Shawn Daivari's been in the ring for the last 5 years. He's proven that he can handle it, whereas Joey hasn't been in the ring nearly as long, and it gets a 2 count there. So, you know, the advantage should go to the champ, but I mean, Shawn Daivari wrestling against guys like Tommy Dreamer, all sorts of superstars throughout the country. You'd be surprised.
He certainly has. Even the Dudley boys are among the people he's been involved in the contest with, I believe.
I believe so. So Shawn Daivari's been all throughout the country. Joey hasn't gotten that level of experience. And what the heck's this idiot Wiener doing anyways? Can he get out of the way? I'm trying to watch this match. Wiener, Wiener, whatever. Get his little butt over there and just stand out of the way.
Well, Joey may view this, going back to what we were talking about, Joey may view this as a chance to prove himself here. If he can beat Shawn Daivari, the tremendous competitor that he is, and then ends Zagirai there, this would be a feather in the cap for the future Joey. It would certainly be something that would help get him noticed, not only in the Midwest, but throughout the United States.
Oh yeah, a win column again, a W over a guy like Shawn Daivari would definitely take Joey's stock up a few notches here and make him from being just a local competitor into a national superstar. That's for sure. And then he can take the Neo Pro title all over the country, or the Neo Pro Cruiserweight title. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse him with the champ. And then he can take that all throughout the country and prove that he is one of the best.
And now he has that chin lock applied. Joey taking a moment here, trying to wear out Shawn Daivari while regaining a bit of energy himself here. JP Winter checking on him. The hand fell down twice now. Will he be out? No, the other hand comes up. Daivari trying to get some blood flowing back through him here. Up to his feet. Throwing some elbows there into the midsection, ducks underneath the clothesline, setting him up for German suplex. Joey blocks it, lands some elbows in there, comes across, catches him. A modified Death Valley driver. And now both men are down, and JP Winter starts the count. What happens though? If he counts both men down, is this fall a draw?
I don't know how you'd call something like that. I mean, it's a 2 out of 3 falls match. There has to be a winner, obviously, in the match. But, I mean, who would know?
And now into the corner he goes. Joey there with an elbow, caught him. Oh, but a big power slam out of the corner. 1, 2, and almost had him there. Shawn Daivari a little frustrated perhaps that he couldn't get him there. A knee to the midsection by the future. This one back and forth, seesawing here. A reversal by Shawn Daivari off the ropes, catches him with a clothesline. And Joey lands on the back of his head, and now Daivari to the outside. And when he goes to the outside, we usually know what he's grabbing. It could be time for the magic carpet ride.
That's usually not the kind of ride I like to talk about when I say carpet in the...
Would you stop? And there it is! Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. This thing is even up. 1 fall apiece. And now another 1-minute break. And now the momentum perhaps shifted a little bit here in this contest. Both men are definitely going to need this breather here to get some energy back in them.
like I've said the whole match, it's all about conditioning at this point. Can these two competitors, have they taken too much out of themselves to be able to complete this third fall that is now obviously necessary, because Joey and, oh my, he just pulled back the carpet so that he could wipe his brow on that thing.
I don't think Shawn Daivari would be very appreciative of that. But another question that runs through the mind is, who has expended the most energy and who has taken the most damage? Combine those two factors, and that will play a very important role in the ending of this contest.
Here's a question for you. Did Daivari arrive here on that carpet? You call it the flying carpet. Does that mean that he came to the building on that thing?
I don't think it actually flies. I don't think it actually grants superhuman powers either.
Well, you know, there's always,
I don't think it actually flies.
There's always the talk about those Arabian Nights things. I mean, I've seen Aladdin. That guy was on a flying carpet.
Please. Clothesline by the future Joey, and now, wait a second, he's got the carpet. Oh no, is he actually going to nail him with his own move, his own carpet? That's from his house. Off the rope he comes and he nails it with it. 1, 2, oh. Wow. That could have been the ultimate rub in the face type of move there if you would have been able to pin him with that. Something which Shawn Daivari would have been very irate, I would imagine, about. Setting him up for the future kick. Here it comes. And a block by Daivari. Ducks underneath there. What a drop kick right to the chest. Just explodes into it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and oh, doesn't quite have him. And look at all the energy he just used up, though, on that series of maneuvers.
Well, this round is nothing but about fatigue. Right now, everything they've been putting on for the last 20 minutes is going to be playing into a factor here. And these guys are, they got to pace themselves a little bit. They're not exactly as fresh as they were as they came out of the curtain. And, you know, a little thing like a flying drop kick, like he just did there, can take a ton out of not only the person who gets the kick delivered to them, but the person giving it as well.
Well, right now, I don't think they're worried about pacing themselves. I think what they're worried about is getting that pinfall and getting it now before the other person does. And there, misses in the corner, and things like that, those mistakes become so fatal here in the future kick.
Oh, I took
1, 2, 3, that's it, it's over. It looked like a mistake into that corner, but once again, the future Joey shows that even when he makes a mistake, he can somehow counteract it and pull one out of nowhere.
Well, that was incredible. I've got to give both of these guys credit. I don't like neither of these guys. I wouldn't invite them to West Hollywood. I'd give them credit, though. Here tonight, they put on one hell of a performance. And Shawn Daivari, you got to give the hat to him. You got to give your hat to Joey, and it just was an amazing. I don't even know what to say.
Obviously. And Shawn Daivari now grabbing the microphone.
A lot of you guys may not know this, but that was my last match in Pro Wrestling. I'm moving out to pursue other avenues of professional wrestling.
we go, fans. We got a contest going on here tonight, a mixed tag team match. Playboy Pete Huge and Playboy Centerfold Lacey going at it here tonight. Wait, no, maybe not a play, I don't know. But anyway, they will be taking on.
You've seen those photos as well?
They're all over the internet.
Oh, man, I thought it was just my own. I gotta say this, though. Does Lacey look like a picture book? I mean, she could be. I think I'm gonna have to call my friend Hugh up and see if he can get her into the pages sooner or later.
Well, tonight, they're not taking on Hugh Hefner, Larry Flynn, obviously. They're taking on Horace the Psychopath and Rain. Rain has had quite a history with Lacey. We've talked about it many times. Tonight, they're involved in a mixed tag team match. Playboy Pete Huge brought out Lacey last time to help him out. They assaulted Horace the Psychopath. And obviously Horace making a wise choice, picking the one person he knew who hated Lacey more than anybody else, Rain.
Oh, what do you mean assaulted Horace the Psychopath? What they did to Horace the Psychopath was what Horace the Psychopath totally deserved. That nutcase from St. Peter has been running amok here way too long, and he got exactly what he deserved in that ring last month, and I hope my good buddy Pete and my new girlfriend Lacey give it to him once again.
Your new girlfriend, does she know about that?
Well, I haven't talked to her about it yet, but it's kind of like one of those Hollywood deals. We negotiated it, and it's in the works, if you know what I mean.
You are a very bad man. And Horace, meeting the adulation of his fans out there ringside, getting in the ring now with Rain. I don't know, I think Playboy Pete Huge may have bitten off more he can chew here against Horace. I mean, this is a guy that you don't want to attack. The Fontana family found that out the hard way. They spent months trying to take out Horace. And they could never get the job done. Pete Huge may be an extremely talented competitor, but he's not crazy enough to deal with Horace. Nobody can handle this guy. He has been at the top of the mountain here in the Midwest for quite some time. One of the top competitors you will find.
I also hear he's one of the top competitors you can find at the Old Country Buffet every weekend. Is there any truth to that?
I don't know where you get your information from.
My assistant Woody is, my assistant Fred, he's in town and he's doing all the work you can possibly imagine. His assistant is Woody. And you know, it's kind of one of them Hollywood things. You got to have an assistant for your assistant kind of thing. But they've been doing research. They've been tracking this guy down. And I guess that he goes to the Old Country Buffet and he goes up to the mashed potatoes and he just starts eating them there in the buffet line.
Now let me go back here just a second. Did you say Woody?
No, I didn't say Woody. I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
All right. And now we're about to start this contest. The men started off here. And then with the fans, obviously, man is debatable when it comes to Playboy Pete Huge. Well, I guess Lacey and Rain are gonna start off instead. These two women squaring off here. Horace is, what would they pick I don't know if Horace understands what a corner is to make a tag. Horace isn't paying attention and Huge is complaining about his corner. And Horace is just such a bizarre man.
Well, Horace isn't involved a lot in tag team matches. He doesn't quite understand the philosophy of what corners stand in. Doesn't understand what boots are, or even what wrestling gear is. That's why he wears the same outfit he gets checked out of the asylum with into the ring.
Well, that could very well be. I have no idea. I'm not going to cast any aspersions on this man, because I don't want him coming over here trying to bite my head. That's always a scary thing. And here's a go behind. Snapmare brings over Rain, and Lacey flaunting around a little bit. She was surprised to turn around to see Horace right in her face, and that allows Rain to get an advantage with a side headlock. Back up to a standing base, laying some elbows in there. Whips her onto the ropes. Off she comes, splits those legs, and oh, gets drop kicked instead. Poor efforts. And a clothesline brings Lacey down. Rain waiting on her there. And look at that look in her eyes. A vicious streak of Rain coming out there. Maybe spending a little too much time with Horace in the back. Irish whip in to the corner. And off she comes, a cross body block out of the corner. And Rain able to stay a step ahead of Lacey.
She could have damaged the $1 Million Twins there with those vicious chops in the corner there. I can't blame Lacey whatsoever for getting out of there. Those are the money makers. And obviously, Petey Huge is gonna show this degenerate, this ingrate Lacey what a real man is like.
Well, the Twins are very much a moneymaker. That's why they want to get that new stadium built for them. So now, oh, big forearm to the face, and another one. What is he doing? Oh, right in the mommy daddy button. And Playboy Pete Huge may have to change his moniker. Into the ropes, ducks underneath the clothesline, and a death drop.
I got a question. Since Pete's in the ring, rolling around with Rain, does that mean that he's cheating on Lacey?
I don't think he cheated at all yet. I think I'd have to choke her if he was cheating or gouge her eyes. Uh-oh, Horace is in there. Now look at Huge beg off. A very big man when there's a woman in the ring, and she even kicked his butt. Now Horace waiting on him. Well, what if Horace and Lacey get in there together? That could be very bad for Lacey's future.
I'll tell you this much. Horace wouldn't even have a clue what to do with a girl like Lacey. I can spit it out sooner or later, but the guy wouldn't even know which way is up.
What are you spitting out again? Never mind. It's better off that we don't know. Whoa, you're throwing bottle caps at me, stop it. Spin the bottle, what is he talking about? He's talking about the girls here, I don't know,
what's Pete going for here?
A bottle, there's a bottle underneath the ring, a Coke bottle. A Coke and a smile, I think, is the catchphrase, right? I don't know.
That's what I think it is. Of course, the world could use a little Coca-Cola, as they always used to say. And
the fans getting on Lacey's case. And a little spin the bottle here going on. And the bottle did not spit. And he repositioned it. So, what is going on here? This is a wrestling match. This is not a teenage party. Well, I guess it's the only way. Huge gets slapped. Oh no! Oh, right to the kisser. A lip lock applied by Horace, and that's not good for anybody.
I think he liked it. I think Horace honestly liked it.
I don't know, that might be the most action he's had since he's been in the asylum.
Well, you know, he's got a lot of those long nights with the other guys. Maybe that's where he met that Mangler guy. Maybe they're
all right.
Maybe they're friends.
We should probably not go any further down that avenue, especially if you value your life. If they ever hear that. Now, Lacey gonna take on Horace and kicks him, and now a wrist lock comes over to the top there, and once again just leveraging away, and Horace just making faces now. Doesn't look to be too effective, and there he goes behind. Side headlock applied by Horace. Oh, what's he trying to do there? Hey, hold on a second. I thought this was family entertainment.
Horace puts a lip lock on Pete Huge, but he gets a real woman in the ring in the form of Lacey, and all he can do is put her in a headlock and put her onto the ground.
She's in the ropes now. Horace has to break this. Lacey in the corner now, trying to get back up here. She's been taken for a bit of a loop and complaining about referee Nick Logan being slow to break that hold in the ropes. In the corner now, as Horace waits on her here. Well, what is Horace doing? He wants to be a horsey. Oh, but a kick to the ribs. And now Lacey with the side headlock. And Horace just picks her up like a rag doll and sets her on that top rope.
You know, if I had a lady like Lacey in my grasp, the last thing I'd do with her is put her on the top rope there. But, well,
a bit of a paddling.
Obviously, he likes it rough.
Get in the ring with Horace, that's a paddling. Trying to break rules, that's paddling. What are they doing in the corner there? Waiting on him now.
Well, obviously, what they're doing in the corner is Lacey was violated there, and she was just telling her good, close, personal friend, oh my, I'm lost for words right now.
I'm not zooming that camera in.
Oh, I got a good view from here, don't worry.
As David Letterman would say, my, oh my.
I got that backup camera somewhere close. I need to take some B-roll. Yeah, that's it, B-roll.
I'm sure. Horace asking her to, both of them are, I gotta be careful with my wording here. Both of them go down to a horizontal position on the canvas. And a test, all right, well, now they're doing some arm wrestling. Oh, and then Pete Huge comes in. They suckered Horace into that one. Off the ropes, drop toe hold. Spins around, corkscrew elbow drop. And a soccer kick right to the back and right in the arm. And another one. And now Huge going to town on Horace. And what is the GA? What in the blue blazes is the GA doing out here?
He's out here to encourage his friend, Pete Huge. As we all know, the Genuine Article and Pete Huge have a long history of being running buddies, and all the GA is doing is coming out and giving them the thumbs up, the QT, the you know, I'm down with the hip kid language here.
I can tell. That much is obvious to everyone. And telling Logan to get out of his face there, I don't know the real reason that the GA is out here besides what you said, but the Genuine Article is out here at ringside looking on. Some chops in the corner on Horace and kicking him now down in that corner. And Lacey getting the attention of the ref. And now a great equalizer here, a choke, blatant choke with the boot by Playboy Pete Huge. While Logan's distracted, and he's easily distracted when there's a woman around.
Well, Logan doesn't get to spend a lot of time with the ladies, so when they pay him a little bit of attention, he's got to take advantage of it.
There's a huge difference between spending a lot of time with the lady and spending a lot of time with Darkchild. Not much, but some.
I don't even know where to go with that one.
That's for the best. And there, a handshake, obviously showing some unity there. Lacey back in, brings him over with a bit of a snapmare. Oh, and some double kicks there. Both girls going at it, and Rain is livid in the corner. Logan, what are you doing? Pay attention to something. And he pays attention at the wrong time. Lacey, I think, was biting him and punches him right in the face. You don't want to go up to that head. You're not going to hurt him much there. Horace absorbing all those. Sweeps the leg out from underneath of her. What's he going to do? Wait a second. I don't think we can. I don't want to know why he was yelling or screaming or anything. I don't know if I can commentate anymore on this contest. This has reached some bizarre levels. Into the ropes now. Oh, went to leapfrog over him, but instead an inverted atomic drop. Well, Lacey ain't getting no satisfaction later on now.
Might ruin their entire evening. Their plans, they might be completely over.
And now a forearm by Rain. Oh, she clocked her there with that one. A reversal, but catches her. A variation of a Russian leg sweep. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, huge in there to break up the pinfall. Now the hammerlock, whips her in the ropes, off she comes, scoops her up, slams her down, the power slam. 1, 2, and huge just waiting to get back in there. Rain now with the half Nelson applied, brings her around, a death drop of her own, hooks the leg, 1, 2, oh, and a kick right to the back, right between the shoulders. Shoulder blades there by Pete Huge. And what is the GA doing? Distracting referee Nicholas Logan. And now Lacey has the advantage on Rain. Throws a forearm in there, whips her in the ropes, off she comes. Picks her up, spine buster. Hooks the leg with the cover, 1, 2, and her shoulder is up. And once again, those two, apparently good buddies there, the Genuine Article and Play by Pete Huge are. And now she's choking her on the ropes. Horace, I think, has had enough. Coming in the ring now, and now a double team. They're both choking her on the ropes as Horace needs to get out of the ring so Logan can't be distracted anymore. Oh my goodness. Would Logan pay attention here at some point in this contest? And now a double team in the ring. Russian leg sweep with a neck breaker. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Horace in there for the save. Well, I don't think Huge has any right complaining here. They've been double teaming Rain for quite a while now.
Well, it's common knowledge that Pete likes to have two at one. So I don't really know if you'd be considering it double teaming or if you'd be considering it as usual social life there.
I don't want to elaborate on those things any further. Setting her up now, scoops her up, but oh, small package, 1, 2. 2 count there. Rain couldn't quite hold him down, didn't have quite enough strength. And a clothesline by Pete Huge. Lacey tagged in. Well, they have certainly been quick to tag each other in as of late, keeping a fresh person in the ring at all times. There with a bit of a spinning leg lariat. Oh, but Horace comes in, pulls her off. And Lacey right back in there on Rain. Here's the whip in the ropes. Sets up for a clothesline, ducks underneath though. Full Nelson sit out. And now an interesting submission maneuver. A variation of the cattle mutilation perhaps. Comes in, gets a kick to the midsection.
I will never complain though about a little girl on girl.
I'm sure you won't. I'm sure you won't. What kind of movies do you make anyway?
I make nothing but the highest quality features. I don't make anything in the hills, if that's what you're implying.
I did not mention Hillbilly Hills at any point in this conversation. Setting up. Oh, wait a second. Rain takes her and just spikes her down on the canvas.
You know, right now this match reminds me of a night at Bob Evans' house. He likes to bring the finest young-looking ladies. Maybe I'll mention that he should have these 2 girls over some night when we're having a little bit of fun, you know what I mean?
I'm sure they'll have nothing to do with you. And now, both of them trying to get back up to their feet now. Logan in there with that count, with the 10 count. And here's the tag. Horace in, Huge in. Horace lining up the place on Pete Huge. Irish whipping the ropes. Off he comes, picks him up for a slam, and belly flops onto him with the slam. And here he comes off the ropes. And the big senton. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Wow, Huge kicked out. Horace with a headbutt. Has him in the corner now. Whips him into the other corner. Oh, here it is. Jumping knee into the corner. Rain and Lacey mixing it up now. And both of them in opposite corners. Double bulldog. All the momentum decidedly going the way of Horace the Psychopath and Rain at this moment. Measures up, Lacey in the corner and biting her on her high knee. How's she gonna explain those teeth marks? Oh, cha-ching, the jackpot. 1, 2, and that was the GA's move that he used. He used the Genuine Articles jackpot. And I've been instructed by the Genuine Article himself, whenever anybody hits that move, I have to yell out cha-ching and then jackpot.
As you should. I mean, you're the announcer guy here. Goes for a power bomb. This is very unusual for Horace the Psychopath. And oh my God.
Oh, he nailed him with the G-spot out of that. 1, 2, and 3, that's it. Wow. Out of that position, I never thought I'd see him pull off the G-spot, but he did. And Lacey and Rain on the outside going at it still. While outside interference by the Genuine Article helped get the victory over Horace and Rain here. Oh, come on. Now it's a 3-on-2 here. Oh, this is really brave. Look at this. They're attacking. Here comes, hold on a second. Here comes Logan Lasher. Lasher in there to clear the ring. He had a match earlier on tonight with the Genuine Article. Uh-oh. Has Lacey in a claw. But instead gets Huge with the claw slam. The killer claw slam. And the GA meets another killer claw slam. Wow, wow, wow. Logan Lasher, lethal ex-Logan Lasher comes in the ring and clears it. Clears it of all the thugs and criminals that were in there.
Well, what can be said about it? Maybe, hold it, our commissioner here, Goofball Jones, got an announcement.
Oh, Adam Drake has the mic.
I've got a special announcement to make, and I'm glad that each and every one of you are here today. April 10th, we will have a tournament to crown the first ever Neo Pro Tag Team Champions. And since I figured a card of this magnitude might result in some things that I didn't quite want to see, I made a call to the executive committee, and they allowed me special powers to
show tag team action will involve Pete Huge and the Genuine Article taking on Logan Lasher and Horace the Psychopath. We will be back with more action. Tables match indeed. This is going to be an interesting one. The Mafia Mastodon himself, Mason Quinn, out here with AJ Fontana, the Fontana family trying to represent here tonight. And a tables match against Kamikaze Ken Anderson is a very tall task. Ken Anderson, one of the top competitors you'll see around, has worked for the WWE, has worked for NWA, TNA. He has worked all over the place. There are a few better than he is. Apparently, and here's the gist of what was just said. He claims that Kamikaze Ken Anderson, part of that famous Anderson family, and not the wrestling one, not Ole and Arn or C.W. Anderson, but rather Louis Anderson's family.
Ah, well, he is from the upper Midwest. There could be a distinct possibility that he is a member of Louis Anderson's family. I mean, those you guys are all populated by the same 4 or 5 people, right? I mean,
no.
Your girlfriend's really your cousin, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't know. Let's.
She's your cousin, I think.
She's my cousin? I didn't know you were dating Susanna.
Off the ropes, he comes. Look at that big forearm right to the head as he propelled himself off those ropes. Hammering away now is Kamikaze Ken Anderson. Wants to lay in some major damage in a hurry. A battle of the big men here. Ducks are hit the clothesline, a big drop kick by Anderson. Quinn back up, lays that fist in. Another right hand by Kamikaze Ken Anderson. Clothesline sends him flying over that top rope to the outside. And that's where it's gonna have to go. Anderson sees where those tables are. This one could go all over the place here tonight. Anderson going to get the tables here. Ken grabbing those tables.
Well, Ken Anderson obviously wasting no time whatsoever in getting those tables and getting this thing underway here tonight at Neo Pro Wrestling. Of course, all of you out there in Neo Pro Home Video Land know this is only the second Neo Pro tables match ever in the history of the company. The last one, of course, involving Horace the Psychopath and none other than Lethal X Logan Lasher is obviously his new buddy, and this is going to be quite interesting.
Well, they're out here with that table right now, and we're going to get a bird's eye view, hopefully, here. From our position, anyway. All right, we're trying to position the camera here. Hold on a second, bear with us. And now on the outside there, what is going on here? Got a lot of people in our way. A power bomb through the table. No, blocks that. Blocking it again. That looks like he's gonna slingshot him. Anderson now has him set up, slingshots him. Shoulder first into that corner post. And now Anderson grabs a bottle of beverage there, a little water, and sprays it right in his face. And I think this one's gonna tend to stay on the outside here. Anderson setting him up now. Oh, but Mason Quinn firing back with the forearm. And another one by the Mastodon, Mason Quinn. They're coming over our way here, Chris. We might have to run. I think Chris already has run away. Setting him back in the ring. Are we gonna be, he's kicking a chair. Quinn is not very happy with what's going on here. Bringing a chair in the ring with him. And now Ken Anderson on the outside. And Quinn upset. And Anderson in the ring. Playing a little mind games perhaps with Quinn. And now to the outside goes Ken. Quinn is getting frustrated really quick. Oh, Ken comes flying to the outside. Damn near wiped out the entire front row. And now Ken attacking Mason Quinn. And now we go back to the table. Setting him up there. Oh no. Mason Quinn has him where he wants him, and a clothesline right on this concrete floor. A hard floor of the Armory. That is not good for Kamikaze. Although he's certainly living up to that name as he went flying to the outside of the ring. Exchanging forearms there. Quinn now. Over towards the wall. Oh, spikes his head into the concrete wall. These men are fighting over near us now. Ken goes reeling backwards. They're towards that exit there. Now Quinn dragging him back over, perhaps towards the tables. Ken throws some fists in there. But Quinn right again, right back on top. Ken Anderson rolling him into the ring. Might we actually get a match out of this? I don't know. But they're back in the ring. How long is this gonna last? Oh, looked like he's gonna bear hug him. Turn that bear hug into a belly-to-belly suplex. The Mafia Mastodon now just waiting on Ken. Stalking him methodically now. Picking him back up. And once again, maneuvering towards that table. Is he gonna try and powerbomb him to the outside here? Ken trying to fight his way out of that. Sunset flip, but a pinfall doesn't count here. But it looks like he's trying to turn this into a submission maneuver, or maybe not. Maybe he's gonna slingshot him. Wow, catapults him into that corner. Oh, but a big clothesline by Mason Quinn, as if it could be anything else other than a big clothesline coming from a man that size. And there's a boot right across the eyes. Hooks the leg, and well, Quinn's got to remember what he's dealing with here, a table match. Got to drive your opponent through a table if you're going to win. Once you do that, you're victorious. Whips him in now. Off he comes. Oh! Ken narrowly escaping that one. He could have gone flying through that table. Anderson now rams him head first in the corner. And a clothesline once again. Quinn goes flying to the outside. AJ Fontana over there to check on Mason Quinn. Bringing him back into the ring. Sets him up. for a body slam. Back to his feet, he staggers. Hits him with the clothesline, staggers back into the corner. There's a boot in there. Double underhook, suplex. Nail him with that, and now Anderson going to the outside. He might be grabbing another table here. And he is. Anderson bringing that table into the ring, it looks like. Slides it in there. And Anderson right back on Quinn. That was a smart move. Going there, getting him from behind while he was still down. Setting up the table now. Setting it in that corner. We could see darn near anything from this. From behind, Mason Quinn now. Anderson took too much time to set that up. Oh, is he gonna slam him through it? Oh. And referee JP Winter knocked out by Ken's boots. Oh, and nearly avoided that. And through the table he goes. But JP is out. Speared him right through the table. And that's not gonna count. JP is out. Trying to revive him a little here. No avail. JP is really groggy still. Table on the outside. Looks like Ken realizes that he's going to have to use this one because that's not going to count. What happened there with the one in there? Sliding that in there now. Anderson threatening AJ Fontana at ringside. Trying to set up this table now. Working on that table, Carpenter-like. And I think he gave up on that one. I think they rough handled that table a little bit on the outside, perhaps. The corner. Oh, and Ken goes through it. And now Quinn thinks he's won. Hold on a second, though. JP's still out. Oh, but wait! He dragged JP. JP sees him through a table. He didn't see him go through it. He didn't see him go through it. Oh, come on. That's bogus. Hold on a second. What the hell is going on out here? What the hell is the Fontana family doing? Okay, you've won. You've won the match. What are you going to do now? Oh, that is an unbelievably solid table there, too. What the hell are they planning to do? They're setting him up for something here. Setting him up. Now, wait a second. Here comes the Mangler. The Mangler in there with the chair. And he hits himself with it. Well, I don't think they had to worry about getting hit by the Mangler because he was hitting himself. Henderson looks completely befuddled by the Mangler's actions. Well, obviously the Fontana family not through with the Mangler. And now Fontana grabs the microphone. All right, well, I guess another tag team match set up for our April show. Mangler, Ken Anderson against Quinn and the Italian Black Stallion. We'll be back with more action. Anarchy at the Armory is about to come to its conclusion for the evening. And a conclusion wouldn't be fit without your main event of the evening. Right now, your special guest referee for this contest, the rising star Shimdog, coming out to the ring.
My new best friend, Shimdog. Sorry to leave you there hanging during that last match, though, but nowhere in my contract does it say that I get hazard pay. There are 3 tables around us here. Those idiots were gonna use them. I made a beeline to my limo, called a few friends of mine, got a few things planned. Me and Shimdog, you know, we're gonna take a Learjet going out to LA, hanging out with, oh, I don't know, maybe Christina Aguilera, maybe Cameron Diaz.
Catherine and Jimmy.
Catherine to Jimmy. The world may be unlimited for a hot couple like the two of us, and we're going.
You two are together?
No, we're the dynamic duo. We're
in California. They've had those kind of marriages lately.
Would you stop it?
I'm just saying. And you say we get no hazard pay? Is that true?
From what I understand.
I'll have you know that I do get paid in Dukes of Hazzard videotapes. So does that count?
I don't think that's quite what they mean when they say hazard pay.
Oh, okay. So it does not involve Boss Haas, right?
I believe not.
Well, that's too bad, because I thought we had hazard pay. Here comes the champion, the Neo-Pro heavyweight champion, Justin Violent Lee. He's been able to hold on that title thanks to being an extremely large coward and chicken and swerving his opponents constantly. This man, he may be talented, but his actions deserve no respect as far as I'm concerned.
He's the champ. He's been able to hang on to that Neo-Pro heavyweight title longer than any other competitor in the history of Neo-Pro wrestling. And I guarantee you his smarts, his good looks, and his ability will once again keep him the Neo-Pro heavyweight champion here tonight.
Hands the belt over to Shimdog now. Shimdog, earlier on this evening, had an altercation with Adam Drake. Adam Drake told him that he will remain unbiased in this contest. If he does not, that could be the end of Shimdog here in Neo-Pro Wrestling.
Why would you believe that my good buddy Shimdog would be biased towards one competitor or the other? He's been asked because of the incompetency of the Neo-Pro officiating, led by that buffoon Nick Logan, to come out here tonight and be the special guest referee. Make sure nothing foolish goes on.
Well, Adam Drake is looking on this. There's an ambush going on the outside there, as you see it. Right now, John Johnson, and there comes Shimdog over there, telling the men to get back into the ring. Or to get in the ring for the first time, because they haven't even been in there yet. Shimdog telling them what for there. And now we are going to get this match underway. Diablo John Johnson, the challenger. And last time, Diablo John Johnson faced Justin Violent Lee in singles competition, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, was in the heavyweight title tournament. And in that match, Justin Violent Lee managed to get a victory thanks in part to a low blow.
Well, these guys have a lot of history together. They've been running up and down the road, wrestling each other in town to town. When Violent Justin Lee, and you know, Johnson, I don't even understand how he got this rematch here tonight, but I'll give him credit. The guy's been working his tail off here, and You know, I don't think he's going to beat the champ. There's no way he's going to beat the champ. But I'll tell you this much: I think that he's got his hands full tonight here with the champ.
Well, Shimdog certainly interjecting himself in this one here, getting them to break up out of that corner. Violently wasn't going to let him. And a shoving contest going on in the middle of the ring, and a slap to the face by Justin Violently. A big old fist by Johnson, and once again, Shimdog telling him to open up those fists. And Johnson beating him down in the corner. Shimdog has to get in there and break this up. He wants this one clean, I guess. Justin Violently complaining that Shimdog maybe just demonstrating a little bias because he took his time getting in there to break up what Johnson was doing to him. Ducks underneath that kick. Fires in there with a fist. And another one by Johnson. Has him in the ropes now. Better get him out of the ropes before Shimdog throws a fit. Catches him with an elbow, brings Justin Violently down. Lee back to his feet. Takes him now, whips him into the ropes. Off he comes again, and a drop kick by Johnson. And to the outside goes Justin Violently to recuperate. Shimdog keeping Diablo John Johnson in the ring.
Well, he's doing his job. He's got a lot more to lose than these guys do. Shimdog could lose his career in Neo Pro Wrestling if he doesn't call this one down the middle. I think that's an incredibly unfair position to put a guy as honest and as forthright as Shimdog in. You know, what does he think? That he's got some kind of beef against this goof John Johnson? I mean, come on.
Well, he'll prove his honesty and forthrightness right here tonight as a referee. But there, Shimdog had inadvertently distracted John Johnson. Johnson turned around to face Shimdog, and Justin Violently was able to bring his legs out from underneath Johnson, which puts him in this position right now where he is on John Johnson with all the momentum going his way. And now the fans are getting on the case of Justin Violently out here. Backing him in the corner. A chop by Justin Lee. Once again, another chop by Justin Violently. Takes him now, snap, bears him over, and a soccer kick to the back. The champ on a roll at this point. The momentum decidedly in his favor, and this is the way he wants it. 1-2. Looks out. He's got everything to lose in this contest. Diablo John Johnson has everything to gain. It's the proverbial championship conundrum. Oh, dirt nap. We went for it early. Ducks out of the way from that, or jumps over that leg sweep of Justin Violently. A little scouting going on. These two know each other pretty well, but stiff kick in the corner catches Johnson right in the jaw. Justin Violently bringing him back up to his feet now. Whips Johnson into the opposite corner with impact. Comes in, meets a boot by Johnson. Rolling back up to his feet, and a spear by John Johnson. Diablo now hooks the leg, 1, 2, and right in the ropes. Shimdog just catching that one there. Displaying his abilities as a referee so far. Not so bad so far.
No, not so bad so far. I mean, these guys are giving it to each other, and they're putting on one heck of a contest. You know, I'd have to say this has got to rank up there in the top 2 or 3 best Neo Pro shows ever. Wouldn't you agree?
Certainly has so far. Only a 2 count, though, by John Johnson. And one way that this show could be made even greater is if Diablo John Johnson somehow finds a way to take that strap off of Justin Violently.
Oh, come on. We both know there's no way John Johnson with those puny, skinny arms and that puny, tiny brain is going to beat the smarts and the strength of the champ. It's a safe bet the belt's going to stay on the champ's waist.
Well, the champion here has certainly given a black eye to what champion should be. It's defiled the name of a champion. That much is for certain.
Come on, he has defended the belt longer than any Neo Pro heavyweight champion, longer than Mitch Paradise, longer than Horace the Psychopath. I mean, Paradise had the belt for a month and they had to pull it from him because he ran somewhere else because he was scared of the Neo Pro competitors. Horace the Psychopath, he couldn't even keep the belt around his waist for a week. Justin Violent Lee has held on to the Neo Pro Heavyweight Championship for 8 months now, longer than any other competitor in the history of this company, and he has defined what a heavyweight champion should be.
That's right. A true coward at its basest form has been Justin Violent Lee, a man who's been more paranoid than I think anybody else I've ever seen. I'm there. Laying in some elbows there to the midsection. And Diablo John Johnson gets caught there in a sleeper hold by Justin Violent Lee. Shimdog in there checking on him. Justin Violent Lee has always had a trick up his sleeve, though. You gotta wonder if he's got that trump card he's ready to play here tonight. Oh, look at that, a stunner out of a fireman's carry.
Did you mention my good buddy Donald? You know, I've been up to Trump Towers. I was there last week. Beautiful, beautiful facility.
What does that have to do with anything?
I just wanted to name drop a little bit, you know. You got to do that when you're a Hollywood type.
Right. Because we could be focusing on the match, instead you're name dropping. Now Shimdog counting both men down here to see who gets back up to their feet. Johnson obviously doesn't want this to be a double countdown. And both men getting back up to a vertical base now. Catches him with a glancing blow there, and Johnson returns one in kind. Oh, and there he caught him with a nasty hook. And these men are exchanging blows with each other. Oh, and look at that hook there. But Johnson dishing him right back, and now he's got Justin Violent Lee, the champ, reeling from that one. A big shoulder tackle. Justin Violent Lee getting back up. Johnson whips him into the ropes. There's that spinning elbow right to the face. And Johnson has all the momentum now. He can try and put him away. Slams him down with a sit-out. 1, 2, 3. We were moments away from having a new champion. Shimdog quickly in there with the cover. I gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised so far that Shimdog has not just demonstrated any biasness at all in this contest. He's got quite a history with both men.
What do you mean? He's an honest guy calling it straight down the middle, just like any official could do. Obviously proving, I'd almost say that he has a good shot at becoming the senior official in here, considering how incompetent the other two goofs are.
Oh, and there an axe kick. And that could be it for Johnson. He might have just knocked him out. And what is Justin Violent Lee doing? He should be covering him right now, trying to get the pin. And he's taking forever. And there's an inside cradle. 1, 2. Oh, wait a second. That count might have been a little slow. And it took him a while to get in position. And there's one of those violent kicks to the head. I don't know about that one. Maybe Shimdog was just out of position for that one.
Hey, that would seem pretty normal to me. I mean, I don't know what you're quite saying.
Elbow to the back, and Shimdog starting the count out here. These two are battling on the outside here. And Shimdog's gonna have to do something here. They don't want a double count out, and Shimdog doesn't want this to happen either. Rams him into the apron. And then Johnson goes flying into those chairs, whipping through them, and wrapping himself up in them. And Shimdog was referring to Adam Drake there, asking him what he wanted him to do, and Drake wants him to count it. And Shimdog going to the outside. Why is Shimdog on the outside of the ring? He's supposed to be counting these guys out. He's checking on Johnson. And what is going on out here? Shimdog should be in the ring counting. There's something. What is going through the head of Shimdog right now?
Well, Shimdog's wanting to put a little bit of control into this. Obviously, the action spills out into the fans there. He wants to make sure that they continue to have their ticket. You know, the value of the seats that they've purchased is taken care of. Obviously, that's why he's resetting up the chairs again.
And Shimdog setting up the chairs. That's not the duties of a referee. Drake over there telling him to get in the ring, and Shimdog was arguing with Adam Drake. And Johnson up on the top rope. Frog splash. And that could be it. In there with the cover. 1, 2, 3. What is Shimdog doing? Oh my God.
He's taking care of the fans. He cares that they're...
JP in there. 1, 2, and... Oh, he leg drops JP. He says he's an official. Shimdog assaulted JP Winter. And Johnson yelling at Shimdog now. It looks like Shimdog may be trying to cost Johnson this contest. Oh! Violently super kick Shimdog. And the dirt nap. There it is. He's got him. Hook the leg. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's the count, but does it count?
Is that official?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on.
What?
Well, the official made the count, not of his own accord, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Well, does this count or not? The referee's knocked out. Diablo John Johnson used Shimdog's own hand to count it. It was a fair count, I believe. He even went slow on the 3 count. Will it count? What is the decision? It counts! It counts! John Johnson has done it! John Johnson has dethroned the Neo-Pro Heavyweight Champion, Justin Violent Lee. This is great.
This is a crime against humanity. This is a, I don't even have words for what kind of an injustice this is. Diablo Johnny Johnson has basically stolen the Neo-Pro Heavyweight Champion. It's just like what Bush did in 2000 has just been done here tonight to Violent Justin Lee.
I can only disagree with you on part of that statement. Anyway, the political views of Christopher Wells are not to be talked about anymore. But look at this, Shimdog saying no, he didn't count it. And Diablo John Johnson's the champion. And Shimdog looks a little upset.
Of course he should be upset. This is an injustice. He called the match straight down the middle, and Goofball Jones.
Is he offering him a title shot, or I don't know what's going on here.
When he said settle this once and for all. April 10th, for the Neo-Pro Heavyweight Championship, it will be your new champion. Rising Star Shimdog.
April 10th, the rematch, or the match will take place. Your new Neo Pro champion, Diablo John Johnson and Shimdog, the rising star, will go at it April 10th. Don't forget to check out the website, neoprowrestling.com. I'm Royce the Voice Reed. Alongside me has been Christopher Wells. We're signing off, and thank you for watching Neo Pro Wrestling's Anarchy at the Armory. What a great evening.